Um, Welcome back to the Icarus Project, episode 2, because it's episode 2. Um, the first video was our very first video, as I'm sure you could tell from my editing skills.
And my awkwardness.
There's always going to be awkwardness.
Especially the two of us.
Yeah. If you can't tell that already. So, like I said in the first video, we're just talking about stuff that we like, which is pop culture stuff. So, welcome back.
Welcome.
So, what are we talking about first, sir?
Well, we decided that some news that happened this week was the casting of the new Green Lantern.
Indeed.
Which is an interesting topic to me because Green Lantern is obviously my favorite DC character.
Really?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
So,
Yeah, the casting choice was for Hal Jordan and...
well, the Hal Jordan casting happened a while ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that until Jim Young posted the other day.
Yeah, well, the casting for that happened like about a month and change ago. And the casting for Jon Stewart, everybody was up in, was super excited because of who they chose, because the guy did like one good action movie. And
I didn't even know what movie that is.
What is this? Rebel Ridge or something?
Oh yeah, you're right. He was in Netflix's Rebel Ridge. So the guy who got casted as Jon Stewart is Aaron. I'll put a picture in the video so y'all can see that he have the Jon Stewart fade. Like that's the most right up here.
Bruh, I mean, a fade is something you get at the barber, so
yeah, but it looked good on him. It looked good on him. He just need green eyes and that's it.
He have hazel eyes already, so I guess
that's because he looks the part. I find he looks the part.
I just remember him from this M. Night movie on the beach where they was growing up really fast.
M. Night movie?
Yeah, you never saw that movie?
The amount of M. Night Shyamalan movies I've seen.
No, this was recent, and he was a rapper, and he ended up on the beach with everybody else.
M. Night.
So, yeah, the M. Night movie, everybody should know, is old. Where people went on vacation and ended up on this beach, and then everybody started growing up really fast. They started dying from different ailments, and yeah, they were trying to escape the beach. So
is that a skeleton?
yeah. So the synopsis of the movie is you get brought to this island. Well, you book your stuff to this island, and you're on vacation. You end up on a beach with a group of people, and everybody start to show signs and sicknesses.
Why is he cast as a mid-sized sedan?
That is his name.
What?
In the movie, his rap name in the movie.
Mid-sized sedan? What kind of...
His name in the movie was
Okay,
Midnight Sedan.
It is an M. Night Shyamalan movie, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Right? And like the kids on the beach, they grew up really fast. Which was really weird from M. Night because he made two kids that were like 7 and 8. They grew up and they literally had sex and they didn't even know what sex was.
Okay.
Yeah, that was freaky. But like the doctor on the island, he had dementia, so it's like it was speeding up ailments to see how to treat ailments. Basically, that's what the island was doing. So they were basically sacrificing people on the island by speeding up the aging process and showing what sicknesses they had and how to treat the sicknesses as fast as possible. So it's a really interesting movie from M. Night's view because everything is a twist. But the two children that ended up doing this stuff, they survived in the end as old people. That's why the name of the movie is old, I guess.
If there's one thing you could count on is M. Nights to have strange,
Twist in the end of his movie.
strange movies, period. Just a strange movie.
I mean, his most recent movie, I showed you the trailer for that, which was the movie with the guy that went to the concert with his daughter.
Oh, yeah, Trapped.
Trapped?
Trapped.
Yeah, so that one,
it was amazing.
they said that the first act was really good, you know, the setup, but then the ending, because M. Night wanted his daughter to be so involved in
That
the
was his
movie.
daughter?
The singer was his daughter.
Oh.
He wanted his daughter to be so involved in the movie because she's an artist and
She
all
came
that.
out of nowhere.
They made it more about her than anything, and then it ended up just falling flat, because I'm a big fan of the actor in the movie, because from Black Hawk Down and all this.
Yeah. I like him as an actor.
But the movie was not it.
Yeah, no, it was. I find it was a good. It started good, and then when his daughter started playing the part, I didn't understand how all of a sudden she was so important to the movie. But
It's not something I recommend people go and spend money to watch.
I would say you watch it on you could probably watch it.
Pirated.
But no. We are law-abiding citizens. I feel like the narrative I'm trying to push.
Do what you
Yes.
want. Live.
Please respect the law. Anyway, lanterns.
Yeah. So, what is your expectations of this series? Because, like I said, Green Lantern is my favorite superhero in the DC universe, and because your power is basically imagination. Whatever you could think of, you can create.
Correct.
And that's what the ring. That's the power that the ring basically gives you. I read Darkest Night, the graphic novel, and the scene with Jon Stewart in the graphic night. He basically made his war battalion because he was a soldier, and his ring made his unit beside him, and they went and fight the Black Rings and stuff, and that was very decent.
Darkest Night was a comic series of Green Lantern where so the Green Lantern light is part of what you call the emotional spectrum. Green Lanterns use willpower. All of the other lanterns, so red is rage, yellow is fear, I think it's pink is love,
Yep.
violet is something with calmness, something to do with peace.
Mm-hmm.
Blue is hope, so there's a lot of difference. So that particular story, Darkest Night, it got good. It got really good. So yeah, so Green Lantern is actually my favorite DC superhero as well because of that same story. But my favorite Lantern was actually Hal
Yes.
because he was the original Lantern
And that's why I thought he wasn't the original Lantern. Let's be real.
well, I
The
mean,
original
he was
human Lantern.
the original human.
Which he wasn't even the original human Lantern, because remember it had the Green Lantern from Justice Society.
He's not a real Lantern.
He's a lantern at the end of the
He's-
day, my guy.
He just copyright the people powers and
Bro,
he's doing his own
he's a
thing.
lantern.
He's not real. Okay.
Yes, but I thought that lanterns or the series that DC gonna make, James Gunn, I thought he was gonna, do Hal Jordan's story, but I guess it still have a bitter taste in the mouth from what Ryan Reynolds did.
I don't think I don't think it's that. I think it's just it has to be good. It has to be a good story.
I like Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's because he's my favorite superhero, dog, and we get a Green Lantern movie.
it was cool for what they did, but
CGI suits was garbage.
CGI was
And the CGI in the movie on the whole was garbage. The storyline on the whole was not a comic story.
what they did with Parallax, I didn't like what they did with Parallax, which is the Yellow Lantern entity.
Yeah, which was dumb, but I don't make Hollywood decisions, but Hollywood decision to make a Green Lantern movie was good to me.
All I'm hoping is that I think the reason that they're putting Jon Stewart in this one is because
He's familiar.
our generation grew up with Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, and Jon Stewart is the Green Lantern that most of us would have seen on TV, not Hal.
And honestly, from the Rebel Ridge movie with Aaron, I think he would make a good Jon Stewart. He had the voice, he had the acting ability to be, an action star.
Yeah, I have no context. I've never seen him in anything. I just find he looks super. So I don't know what his acting skills are like.
Well, if you go for people who look the part, then I mean, look at John Krasinski. I finally getting the Reed Richards, and it ended up just being a quick death.
Okay, that
So,
wasn't his fault. That was
He doesn't want to be Reed Richards. Though. The comic
Yeah,
book started to
agreed.
draw Reed Richards based on him, and he still didn't want it.
if they gave him a proper story and proper lines and like an actual Reed Richards to play, he would have acted it.
But they have an actual Reed Richards, and they gave it to Pedro Pascal.
Which I guess
So
it was a choice.
So I just saying like I would rather the Hal Jordan story because apparently we get old man Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna do the him turning into Parallax story, which would be interesting, but
It sounds like that's what they're gonna do.
old man Hal, like, we could have get the story of him getting the rings
I
from
was
Abin
looking-
Sur and stuff. So
I was
don't
looking
know.
forward to that because the actor is like 60 now. Oh,
Yeah.
69.
I mean, and what has he been in? Like Godzilla, he doesn't
go to the,
he doesn't do much action where he's the action star. So you know you're getting an old man Hal. Though.
But then Guy Gardner is also his actor is also a little up there in age.
Yeah, but remember that is Nathan Fillion playing Guy Gardner is an interesting choice, but I think it's because they're not going to use
Using
that
for
version of Green Lantern
yeah.
in the future. It's like like another Elseworld thing where they're probably going to do a multiverse thing to get rid of them as a Justice Society, because I don't think Mr. Terrific are not going to be Mr. Terrific moving forward.
Mainstay.
Yeah. So I think the only person in that new Superman movie that's going to continue being Superman is Superman. Manuel Lewis.
I don't know. With that one, I'm not too sure on the plot of that movie. I've seen things, and obviously I saw James Gunn came out and he said that what you're seeing is just what you're seeing. He's not going to be giving away serious plot points of the movie out in the open for people to take pictures and videos of. So I really have no context of what.
But we get so much pictures and videos of it
how-
already.
Yeah, but like the story, I don't know what the story is going to be. I don't know anything that's happening. So.
But I guess it's a wait and see. I don't have the most confidence in James Gunn DC universe so far. But that's just
So
me
far.
That's just me personally.
Why is this so far?
I mean, because he now starting seeing the Superman suit, he wants everything to look Guardians of the Galaxy-ish. Because Superman suit looks like a Star-Lord fitted suit. It does.
It has a.
It does. It looks like a Guardians of the Galaxy suit.
It has a James Gunn superhero suit. Look.
Yeah, and I mean all the other superheroes I've seen so far from pictures behind the scene, Mr. Terrific looks like a Guardians of the Galaxy suit. Everything looks Guardians of the Galaxy, and I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy was good for what it was, all three, but it does not fit a DC. Like I said, I don't have the most faith in.
We'll wait and see. All I know is people who didn't like Henry from the get-go either. They thought his suit was too shiny.
I like it from the get-go.
People, there was dislike for him originally.
I wanted Ben Affleck to be Batman when
People
everybody was
did
hating
not like
when
Ben
everybody was
Affleck.
hating on it, and now everybody wanted a Ben Affleck Batman solo movie after it came out.
We have people here that aren't Ben Affleck fans at all.
I mean,
We're not gonna.
Our-
I like his
apparently
Batman.
apparently our new producer does not like Ben Affleck,
I-
but we will cross that bridge at another time.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot like the person, but the acting ability.
It was he did well. He's super.
And everybody hated that. I have comments from friends online where it's like, Ben Affleck as Batman.
Mhm.
He's not Batman. He can never be Batman. Like, you all don't know Batman is a big guy
a
and
big guy.
could fight. And I think
As I say
Affleck
that.
did great as Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Did you see the new Batman picture? For the new comic?
Where Batman was huge.
Correct.
Yes.
He's
yes.
gigantic.
He's supposed to be,
And-
and everybody's like, he's supposed to be this ninja looking guy. It's like, I understand that, you know.
No, the story for that Batman much different than the one that we are accustomed to. But yeah, the bat's so big that it's just a rectangle.
yeah, that's a big box on his chest. with little points to show ears and wings. So yeah,
That was good. That was good.
but yeah. So I think DC Universe moving forward, this casting for Green Lantern was good. The casting for Hal Jordan not so much, but the guys are actors.
He is a good actor.
So it's a wait and see with everything in James Gunn universe right now, because justice for Henry Cavill. I don't hate Corin Sweet as Superman. He looks like Henry Cavill.
He has the
If you went and order Henry Cavill from Wish,
Okay. It's a little disrespectful.
but we'll wait and see.
We will see how it goes. So,
What's on the anime agenda for this week?
Dan the Dan. Dan.
Now, this was actually my recommendation to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 2 episodes out so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's already dubbed in English. There's no Japanese version that I've seen online. So it looks like a fully Netflixed anime. And so far, the first 2 episodes, you had to be into some weird stuff to enjoy this anime. But the action so far, like, let me tell you about the anime since you haven't watched it, right?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Right.
Heard about it, but I haven't watched it.
So it follows a female protagonist, which is the big thing going around right now. You need to have a strong female lead because we don't want the Sakura effect to happen to anybody anymore. But yeah, it's about this girl whose grandmother is like a medium psychic person and trying to protect her from evil spirits. This is what I take from it so far, right? Right, so she believes in ghosts. She bunks up this guy that believes in aliens. She doesn't believe in aliens. He doesn't believe in ghosts.
Okay.
Alright? It's really weird. Really weird. So they, start this friendship. They never really had a friendship before, but so they just met. And, they start this friendship where they date each other. They become rivals and date each other. Well, if you don't believe in ghosts, go to this abandoned train station where they said there are ghost lives. Abandoned tunnel.
Okay.
And the guy was like, well, you go to this abandoned building where they say aliens usually abduct people. So they both dare each other. They went and do the day.
Right.
Homeboy went to the tunnel. There was a ghost lady there that, basically takes your penis.
Wow.
And possesses you. So the older one...
That wasn't good. I didn't... that went left. That went left immediately.
The older one takes his penis and takes his down and possesses him.
Okay.
So now he is basically possessed by this evil spirit lady. Mm-hmm. They call her Turbo Granny or whoever. And she went to the abandoned building and aliens abducted her, ripped off her clothes, and were going to probe her because they say that they are only a nation of males and they need to reproduce by taking humans, and the aliens posed and their schlongs is some metal thing with spikes on it. So for context, that is the image that we see online of the smiling guy.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
Right? So it's a lot of like male fan service because they rip off her clothes in a brand underwear and stuff. The animation super dope. But the guy that got possessed by the lady ended up coming to save her. But her powers awakened where she controls the demon in him because her grandmother was a medium. Mm-hmm. So she has psychic powers to keep the demon at bay. Mm-hmm. Right? So honestly, those first 2 episodes were great. I know it take a left turn. But trust me, it's one of those animes where it have the heights of comedy, but the action there to back it up. So you should take it like that. Should be enough incentive for you to actually take it the first 2 episodes. So far it's only 2 episodes and it's coming out weekly.
I'll give it a shot. Cause
Tell me it's not sounding interesting though.
it's sounding weird.
You gotta be into some stuff, my
It's
guy.
sounding weird, but yeah, definitely has appeal. Like shock value.
Because like honestly, it's one of those things where I was just surfing Netflix and it was a new show.
Oh, this is on Netflix.
Yeah, it's literally on Netflix. 2 episodes on Netflix, comes out weekly.
Actually, okay.
So it's not like somebody recommended it to me. I just happened
You just saw it?
I just happened across
I
it.
think that's what happened because somebody else did mention it to me, and they just showed me what they were looking at. I was like, what? Because I had no context, and I just saw the same image
Of the
this guy smiling and
homie with the metal spike for a
coming
dong.
out of his pants. I was like,
Yeah, he's an alien. Apparently, aliens and ghosts, they have some kind of correlation.
okay.
So
Yeah, I'll check it out.
There's that. So that's my recommendation for this show.
Yeah.
You have any anime recommendations? Because like from the last episode, I've started watching Darker Than Black, and uh, Darker Than Black is like a Saturday morning cartoon to me. It's very Saturday morning cartoonish, but it has murder and death, which is not very Saturday morning cartoonish. But it is Chinese Batman
I said so.
without a rich
Correct.
Bruce Wayne. He's but he shows his identity to people and whatnot. So, but I get your comparison.
I just find it's like a feel good. Like you said, it is a Saturday morning.
It's like a one watch thing. I remember when we spoke about it last week, I said it. The last good one I watched was Gurren Lagann, which is similar. Something I watched once and it's like, alright, this was decent. I could tell my friend I could recommend this as an anime to someone. So understood. Darker Than Black, it gets my thumbs up.
Okay. Well, so you should be checking it out then. Because if he could like it, then.
And I'm very cynical.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have any recommendations?
For me, I haven't even gotten to sit down and look at Bleach yet, but I did see, so I was looking at some news, some anime related news, and I saw that, well, the episode of the month or week or something last week was between One Piece and Bleach, Thousand, yeah, Blood War. And One Piece won, but I think that was because there was a frame or impact frame where it was adapted between.
But you know where they got that impact frame from?
That was from
Marvel vs.
Capcom.
The Cyclops and
Ryu, just because the both of them was just like
and it's like
it looked clean.
Teacher and student.
It looked clean. So I think that's why One Piece won, but.
But what do you think about like the new thing in One Piece is impact frames? A lot of people think that is overkill now because it's like every time there's a bunch of flashing lights causing seizures. Well, I don't know if it really causing seizures, but there's a lot of like flashing lights impact frames. There's just a lot of things. Because when it now started happening in One Piece, what was really the Zoro fight with King.
Yeah.
I think that's when it really started.
That's the first time I noticed it.
And then since then, every main fight is impact frame after impact frame. I mean, these guys that do the art in the studio, they probably overworked right now.
Well, that's an understatement.
But yeah, what do you think about? Because like One Piece was good before impact frames, though. Like
it had its moments. I mean, I guess it's just a style choice for them. It's a kind of signature for them at this point. It's their thing.
A lot of people saying that the too much Super Saiyan things happening. You know, like every time somebody gets into something, it's like a charge up, big blast, powers.
I mean, if the formula ain't broke.
Yeah, but the One Piece wasn't doing that before, and it wasn't broken. It was working.
I mean, there was always the aspect of we have to power up somehow. One Piece does more flashy stuff than hand-to-hand combat choreography like Dragon Ball Z and And you wouldn't, like, you will see hands being thrown, but you wouldn't see as much,
Hadouken.
yeah, like choreography behind the blow. I mean, don't get me wrong, Luffy does his stuff every now and then, but Zoro could only chop so many different ways. Sanji could only kick so many different ways, so they have to make it look extra.
Yeah, but even like I think it's the Wano arc. When that started is when the art started to change a lot, right? Because even as our king fight wasn't a Wano arc. But the scene where you see Luffy was gonna attack the giant and he running through the holes and it looking like an actual camera panning and he hold on to the beam and swing across and it's like they overdoing it. I think it's very stylistic. It's things you expect to see in like a One Piece movie, but in the series, every episode,
they made a choice. And as they start right now, it will change eventually.
I'm not saying it looks bad. It looks great, but there's a lot.
It is a lot.
And you know, a lot of people noticing the storyline kind of slowing down, but the action's still there.
I mean, that's what they want. They want people to notice.
Well, I like the storyline still so far because, you know, we're getting Garp backstory. Hopefully we get some Dragon news so that we know, you know, how we became the most dangerous man on planet Earth. I know his son is an emperor. His grandfather is an admiral. You think if Sengoku didn't hold on Garp that he would have killed Akainu before he killed Ace? I mean, I don't even know where Sengoku power is, dog. The man just get big and turn gold, dog. I don't know what power is behind that.
Just like, I'm here, I'm
I can hold on Garp.
I'm strong. That's all you need to know.
And Garp is super strong. Because even, like, in the latest episode where he fights his student in Akuiji, like, he gets stabbed and still moving like, you know, there's just a normal sweat film.
Oh, wait a minute. What, is the new episode?
This episode came out last week.
Oh, I see that.
Oh, what have you been doing?
I've been living my life.
You know, I don't understand. You know, I don't understand. You want to have a podcast. You want to talk about stuff that's in culture right now, but you're not watching this stuff.
Because the culture not making time for me.
You not making time for the culture.
The culture and I need to work together. That's all.
Fair.
But yeah, no, I need to start. I stopped watching One Piece because I caught up.
I know. You told me.
Yeah, I caught up. So I was giving it because I was getting tired of waiting week after week.
That's the
for
thing
the new
about
episode to come out. So I
that's the
was
thing
giving it
about
some time.
1,000 episodes is like if you start like recently, you can watch every day episode upon episode. As soon as you reach up to current day and you have to wait, it's like what am I gonna do with my life now?
So I gave it a break, but I think it's time to start back up because it's been going good.
Yeah, because when I caught up as well, I thought I was gonna be like, alright, let me build up to like 10 episodes. But then those 10 episodes is 10 weeks without One Piece. And you know, you're seeing things online and you're like, well, I want to know what happened and why that happened. So
I'll say One Piece is still
the anime.
one of the anime. Right. So last thing we're gonna talk about with this episode is some video games. So you have some recommendations here.
It's not really recommendations because I haven't played them yet.
Okay.
But Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, like coming from the PlayStation 2 era, that is my generation, where you played Budokai Tenkaichi 3, where it was the whole Dragon Ball story up until the Cell games, and a little bit after. Sparking Zero looking like a return to form, because those Xenoverse games were terrible. Fighter Z is basically Street Fighter.
I haven't played a Dragon Ball Z game in years, but this one reminds me of the classics.
Yeah. Like I said, Budokai Tenkaichi, which is the main Dragon Ball games if you're a real OG. Showing my age a little bit.
The Sparking Zero looks like it has a lot of depth, and I watched a video where Ultra Instinct Goku was fighting I think it was Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And every time one kick the other one, he just disappeared. And that keep happening for like 15 seconds straight. Until one person lost and the guy nearly just threw his controller because he was like, well, I do all that and I still lost. So it looking good. It really looking good.
I think this is going to be one of those things where they will have tournaments about it.
They'll have tournaments.
And, you know, people are going to get paid to play. And they're going to build the roster. Well, it's the largest roster in video game history, they said.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's going to have a lot of depth moving forward. So that is one video game recommendation, I think. And the second one is basically two I'll consider our favorite game. It hasn't come out yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Which one?
Assassin's Creed. So we have some thoughts on this.
We have thoughts. They're not happy thoughts.
Why not happy thoughts? A big black man is an assassin. He's not really an assassin.
He's not. It's not an Assassin's Creed game. It's a samurai game.
But that's my thing about it. Everybody hates the fact that it has Yosuke in it.
I don't hate the fact that it has it.
And the stories about Yosuke and, you know, the girl that is the actual assassin is not really strong, so you have to make decisions based on the character that you choose. But then the best Assassin's Creed to me is not really an assassin's game. It's a pirate game.
Yeah.
It's a pirate game. And you can't say that, you know,
That's Assassin's Creed Black Flag, by the way. One of the best.
it's the best. Unless you're, you know, you're on Ezio Dong.
Well, Ezio is the original. No, he's not the original.
He's not the
He's not even the original.
Ezio just had a better story.
But
He had a story across 3 games. Whereas Edward had one story across 1 game and it was the best Assassin's Creed.
It felt like the combination of like everything that they learned, they put into this one game and this one character, just made him extra charismatic, gave the story so much depth, gave the world so much growth.
And we from the Caribbean, so you know it was relatable to us. But then why American people like it so much as well?
It was because it was a good game. The character, the voice actor, he's actually very charismatic.
Yeah.
The guy who played Edward Kenway.
So back to the new Assassin's Creed coming out. The issue you have is what? That Yosuke is a samurai and it's more a samurai game, but you didn't like Ghost of Tsushima.
I did like Ghost of Tsushima.
So what's the issue? You have Ghost of Tsushima mixed with Assassin's Creed.
Ghost of Tsushima was a samurai game about a samurai. Assassin's Creed should be about...
So you want them to make this story just about the girl?
No, it could be about Yasuke.
But then it wouldn't be Assassin game.
Then he had to just give him a hood, some hidden blades, and make him do assassin things.
So you're gonna give Yosuke a hood and hidden blades and let him run around Japan as a black man to be an assassin.
Oh, I see it. Well, first of all, he's already a black man in Japan as a samurai.
Yes,
So
and that
it's
is his
already-
story,
it's
but why
already
you make him an
far-fetched.
assassin?
Because how I'll buy a game
Okay.
called Assassin's Creed, and then proceed to walk about the streets of said game
He's walking around the streets of
with a
assassins.
big club in my hand and just lashing people from left to right. Which part is the assassin?
He's walking around the streets of Assassin's Creed and
Or which part of that is assassinating?
he's
Assassination.
work with the assassin.
Then it should be about the assassin. That's what I say. I don't mind having a game about Yasuke. I think it will be fun to play. I just know if I buy a game called Assassin's Creed, should be about the Assassin's Creed.
Fair. So
But that's just my 2 cents.
well, as soon as the game comes out, we buy it, we play.
Buy it to play.
We buy it, we play. So
So thanks for joining us on the second episode. Thanks for sticking with us for 2 episodes. Well, this is the first episode that you're seeing. Go watch the first episode because the episode was longer. And we talked about a lot of stuff in that one. Plus I edited it. So I'd appreciate it if you guys,
yeah, one day I might edit.
Oh?
I don't know. One day I might.
Okay. Well,
Not that day is not today.
alright.
But one day I might.
I have more work to do. But I like it. But anyway, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Ooh, I'm into the SMG.
We're not trying to be James and Ford,
Peace.
my guy.